Alright, so now let's look at sample cell preparation and sample loading for beamline 7-3, 9-3, 4-1, so hard X-ray measurements either with transmission or the multi-element germanium detector set of fluorescence measurements. So let's start with solution samples. We use these thin pinhole XF cells. This is good for organic solvents and water solvents with glycerol added. This is the already assembled cell. Practically what you need to do is wrap the cell in a very thin tape or potentially the polypropylene window, the polypropylene film can be used as well. The reason why we generally use the tape, a very thin 1 mil or even thinner tape, is because you still need some mechanical stability when you load the sample cell with solution. So the way to make it is, the safest way is to take the very thin 1 mil thickness Kapton tape and then just tape it down one side and tape it down the other side, and just like for every other sample cells, the sample cell assembly can take place outside of a box from your sensitive sample. And generally what I like to do is carefully put it on. The tape is 1 inch wide, the sample cell is 1 inch wide. Put on the tape, push it down, there's a little thin wall, and then the beginning and the end there's a little piece of this polycarbonate or I think it's another material, Delrin material, which is going to stick, and you can feel it. It's actually very nice. And then the crucial step is cut about 2 millimeters, 2 to 3 millimeters, slowly parallel with the cell, and then while holding it down, fold it up, and then creates a nice seal on one side, and then you can just gently roll the cell around. It has a wide enough wall to create that seal, and down the back, then cut out, and practically the cell is ready to go, nicely wrapped. I like to go through and make sure, push it down, that the seal is correct all around, again not touching the main window. And then the sample loading itself is relatively simple. This holds about 180 microliters, so a 250, 500 microliter syringe. Go in, take up, always take more than just what's required, and then go through the pinhole, then very slowly just push and gently pull out. Make sure there's no bubble. If there is any bubble, you can move around and pull out, push, and then let the sample come out a little bit. If there are bubbles in there, just tap it, make sure it's collected on the top, and then you can put it in a sample cell, a jar, take it outside, dip it into liquid nitrogen, and ready for mounting.